crazy. Yeah, no contact. You gotta reject more than that. Just invalidated the zone. Okay.
coach really don't want to give him the extra room to work with. He was a half-step away or maybe one little move getting away at Halcyon United. You know, the big news in the offseason in the NFL, their new rules for the kickoff. It's fun to watch the old school kickoffs here in the college game. And that penalty by Lacey gave Branch a chance to have more space. Pat McAfee, as he's watching, will be proud of that kicker's effort. Athletic play, as always, by a kicker. But honestly, the mental mistake by Lacey forces the kickoff here to military back, and it gives Branch a chance of the most dangerous return men in college football. And if it weren't for the athletic kicker making that play for a touchdown. 46-yard return. We do have a player down on the field while we check on his condition. We'll take a break here in Las Vegas. USC has it after the big kickoff return for Branch.
I thought I was done. I had an old lady to take me off. It turns out I was messed up. Take the play off.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousness.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but in Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the 4-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, babe. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each. Driving the Nissan Rogue, food built in is like.
Hey, Google. Turn on Rocky's food.
It's like the ultimate connection. So why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy in a minute.
We talking about Lord? Not this rate. Not this rate. We're talking about Lord. No thanks. You can use open door. So I got corrected in this. Easy. I guess we'll move.
Free Holiday Inn Express breakfast anyone?
Vegas Kickoff Classic is brought to you by Las Vegas. There's no better place to celebrate than the sports and entertainment capital of the world, right here in Las Vegas. And Resorts World. Rule the world at Resorts World Las Vegas and book now at rwlasvegas.com. The kickoff return from Branch. Moss tries to pay it off immediately, and he does. He's got Deuce Robinson for the big game. They get it safety in the middle of the field. They get one-on-one matchup in the slot with great size with Robinson, another big, tall, rangy receiver. It's 6'6". And Gilbert, who transferred over from Texas A&M, he actually loses his footing. Made it easy for Robinson to go right by him. But how about the throw again? Another great throw by one of the quarterbacks. This time it's Miller Moss. 38 yards on the pickup, and now we've had a bevy of big plays. Moss flips it out, and that was probably the first really inaccurate pass he threw to Jay Fair. Now flags all over the place on the near side of the field. Yeah, he knew he had a touchdown. I think he just hurried that. You got a block here on the outside by Lane. Probably be a illegal pick or blocking downfield. You got to at least show that he's running a route instead of taking a guy out.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, offense number 8, 15-yard penalty, repeat first down.
He didn't even make an effort. This is a deep leader. I mean, right in front of us here, like, make it look like you're going out for a route. Instead, not only you hit it, you follow through. The easy call for the official, and they go from really good field position, a chance to punch it in. Now they go all the way back to the 20-yard line.
The first USC penalty of the game, Kirk, is a costly one, backing them up. So it's now first and goal in the 20-yard line on the acquisition again.
The previous play is under further review for targeting.
Well, that could exacerbate the problem for sure for Jacoby Lane if he's. So as we look back at this, you're using the clicker to have a look, and Jacoby Lane waits to see if they're going to call this targeting. You have to, these blindside blocks, we talked about the emphasis on the delay of game, but now you have emphasis from a couple of years ago on these types of blocks.
Yeah, and I didn't see it, but I guess it's worth a review. You can see right there at the top right, that collision. It's hard to see with this look, but it looks like he goes through his chest.
That forcible contact, head and neck area, right.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Bill Lamonier, rules experts with us.
What's good?
Defenseless, both 913 and 914 will apply.
Up,
So
down.
whether you use the crown of the helmet or if you do a launch or any upward thrust and you go to the head neck area, you can have targeting. It appears to me, at least from the views I've had, and I'm hoping to get another one here, it doesn't appear to me that he gets the head neck area. I see his head go back, but I see it in movement with the whole upper body.
Yeah, he's right here. And again, he's supposed to just kind of run, put his arms up, make it look like he's running a slant. And instead, it's probably the best look you're going to get there. Here's another one for you, Bill.
I don't think
I
that's
say
targeting.
no on
Yeah, I don't
targeting.
think that's targeting.
Definitely blindside block, definitely suspect and worth a review, but I don't have targeting.
Our replay official tonight is D. Anderson. We'll see if he agrees with that consideration of whether this will be targeting or not. Here's the call.
After further review, there is no foul for targeting.
Good call.
First down, SC.
I've never seen as polite a colleague in my life as Reese Davis, who Ben has decided to just take over. He's talking about a guy. It's a big game here, kid.
You just woke him up.
It's my fault. He heard his name. You can go back this week. But Reese is calling a game like Reese is calling a game. Be respectful of Ben.
Ben needs
You're a good man.
Ben needs to sleep. Came from College Station and played with Reveille yesterday. Now, making sure Ben's not disturbed. First and goal now from the 20 after the blindside block penalty against Lane. He's pleased to be staying in the game, I'm sure.
You didn't wash your hair?
I think Emmanuel threatened on it was Savion Jones who came in there and knocked it away from the USC quarterback.
They bring in
This time a screen. Gets it out there. Crouch. You have to check off return. Zachariah Crouch gets down to the 4-yard line. Man, is he fun to watch.
It's a heck of a job by Moss just to get this football off. I thought Savion Jones again was going to have a chance to be able to knock it down right there. But then downfield, look at the blocks. The center getting downfield makes a really nice block. back when they really started here on first and goal.
And it's third and goal now. They try to pay off that great kickoff return from Branch, and then a scintillating play on the screen. Moss fired to the end zone, going the other way. Oh, and had it for a second. And Kyrie Hudson, who made that great catch earlier, couldn't keep control as he went out of bounds.
Miller Moss gets leveled. I mean, leveled by Major Burns. They keep bringing that blitz off the right edge. Here they come again. And as soon as he delivers the football, that's a clean hit. But watch, I think Hudson gets away with a little push off at the top of that route himself. Uses the hands, does everything to be able to get open. And then I think because the defender, Stamps, didn't give up on the play, I think that last-ditch effort, he may knock that ball away from him.
It sure looked like that. It was a really good play by Stamps. The 22-yard field goal attempt is true for Lance, and now USC gets the field goal and they go back on top by a count of 10-7. So all things considered, LSU came out of that pretty well.
Yeah, I think you and I were thinking that once he went to the ground, Stamps the corner, he didn't see the football, but I looked that he doesn't give up on it. Hey, that left hand did get on that to knock that away. That's why you do a million one-on-one drills in practice against your own receivers. Because you're going to be out there on an island, and it's sink or swim, and it started off not so great.
Up, down candle is a reversal candle. So, but it's going. So let's see. Okay. Holidays the zone, then it's in the zone now. Let's see what happens.
The explosive capabilities of both teams. Let's see, after the 22-yard field goal from Lance, he will kick it away. Davian Thomas will watch it fly into the end zone for a touchback, and now Garrett Nussmeier, who's been sensational, goes back to work.
Now, he has been absolutely what you would hope to see.
Okay, let's
Tough to get pressure on him. Really good decision.
I want an entry. That's a big candle. See if we get one.
One-on-one with some space. I'll check it down, do the right thing. And then the accuracy. We've seen some amazing throws where he's put it where only his guy can make a play. What we did see there is one of the best catches of the entire night, maybe of this season, when all things are said and done by LSU, where he put that ball. It was really good location.
LSU keeping on the ground, a little toss to Jets, slamming his way for 3 or 4. Johnson, Kobe Covington on the stop for SC.
The other thing that he's doing a really good job of is Malik Neighbors is playing for the New York Giants and Brian Thomas for the Jaguars. Those guys last year were so instrumental. Now first rounders and off to bigger and better things. Wish them all the best. He's from the 7 different receivers tonight, spreading it around.
Nussmeier put it where only his guy could get it, and has been a very productive first half for LSU tight end Mason Taylor, who makes that grab. It's a little bit short first down. They'll need a couple.
You know, we used to talk about Mason Taylor and talk about his dad, Jason, who's a Hall of Famer and played for the Dolphins in the NFL. And such a great job, it's such a big story. But that was true 2 years ago. It's still true now. But he's a different guy now. He's put some weight on, and he is a legitimate. He is Mason Taylor. No longer Jason Taylor, just Jason Taylor's son.
Jason had a good day yesterday. Defensive end coach for Miami Hurricanes. They did good in Florida. First down conversion. Kyron Lacey caught the touchdown.
Ooh.
Gets the first down.
Remember 2 years ago, we called this game when he was a true freshman and into overtime against Alabama. They were expecting a big
Mom, you don't want this?
and
No.
that was in
Yes.
overtime, the game winner. And we showed his mom there, who was in tears. It was really a special night for him and for his family. And kind of his introduction on the national
Where's
stage.
Mama's food? You
As
don't
a
have
14
to
years
eat.
later, has become one of the top
Here.
tight ends in college football.
You finished?
Tonight.
You just have to eat.
Made
That's me. Okay?
Made Nick Saban mad. That's going mad. And then I assumed that Zachariah France would just dust the kickoff guy on the return to McAfee's never going to let me hear the end of that. As LSU uses a timeout. And remember, too,
We start a new college football season. We're at 2:36 to play here in the first half. There is a new 2-minute timeout. We've been asked not to call it a warning, but at 2 minutes, there's a timeout and the clock stoppage at the end of each half in college football. So an entertaining first half, and both defenses have acquitted themselves well after being much maligned, and rightfully so, the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think that's a great reset. You know, we came into this game with 2 new defensive coordinators. Both guys have tried to rebuild the confidence and kind of the culture on that side of the ball. They played pretty well, considering the other storyline coming in is 2 quarterbacks replacing Heisman Trophy winners. Caleb Williams, who won it last year at USC, Miller Moss, and of course, Jake Daniels has been able to do the last few years, especially last year. So great stories from the past, but tonight, I think both these quarterbacks are showing their fan bases what they can do.
And there have been solid offensive plays, but these 2 defenses the last couple of years have been very Civ-like. It's not the case. They're working for it in this one. Another strike from Nussmeier, but Lacey, he's inside the 35 and down to the 32. He is slinging darts, man.
I don't just can't remember a ball that he's missed, you know, and he's just throwing in rhythm. And look at that ball layered right over top of the linebacker, front of the defensive back, just hitch, rhythm, ball out on the money.
Josh Williams in the backfield. Slips a tackle from Jamil Muhammad, but he does not get away from Nate Clifton as we have hit the 2-minute mark here in the first half. And the aforementioned 2-minute timeout is LSU trying to drive and take the lead before the break. SC up by a field goal here today.
Shopify has impacted our business heavily. It gives us a platform.
When I was younger and leaving the house around 16 years old and trying to make it on my own.
Why did you leave the house at 16?
I got kicked out. I can't really resent my mama at the end of the day, especially for something I did. How can I survive with 3 kids in this moment? Working this job, showing up every day like this can't be life. It was a cold, snowy day. I stepped out the door. It's too damn cold. I'm done. I didn't show up. I didn't answer none of their calls. I've always been good at flipping things. I've always been good at flipping shoes and cars and whatever I was able to get my hands on. Clothes. I've always been good at taking something and making some money out of it. Taking nothing and making money out of it. I'm talking about, like, it really was surprising to me to just see that if you really think hard enough, you can figure out a way to get $1. Everything that you're doing, just say it's an investment fee. Say it's an education fee. Just say what you need to make it sense to make you keep showing up to the market. Get a large amount, withdraw back down to the small amount. Start it back over. I'm trying to do that long enough until I can start doing 10Ks and 20Ks just as comfortable as I'm doing 2Ks now.
Oh yeah, man, you see what's going on, man. Right now during the interview, I wasn't supposed to be in this trade, but I hopped in anyway. We on a $2,000 account floating 100%, man.
I make money on this gambling account. I got more profits to risk again.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Calvin here. Forex Beginner Podcast. Super excited to be here for another episode. We got a special guest in the building. My man is back. The Flip King is back in the building. We're going to get into a lot of stuff Forex trading today. I'm excited, man. But before we introduce him, today's episode is brought to you by my man, Bern Skoyapinski. Bern made over $170,000 in about 4 or 5 months trading with a Forex prop firm. And if you want to learn exactly how he did this, there's a link in the description. Click it, and Bern will walk you through step by step what he did, how he did it in this free training. Also, today's episode is brought to you by Blue Guardian, the prop firm. If you're looking for a reputable prop firm that'll give you up to 85% profit splits, as well as giving you no restrictions, hold over the weekend, trade with some nice leverage, and etc., check out Blue Guardian, the prop firm. Link in the description. Get 25% off your next challenge using coupon code NEWTRADER1. Now, without further delay, let's jump into today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Flip King back in the building. What's up, brother? How you
What's
doing,
good, man? What's good, man? I'm doing great, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very blessed and very grateful to be here again, man. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Definitely had to run it back again. Man. It's just, it's an everyday thing. This stuff never stops. That was just an hour of what we go through. So, man, it's definitely a great day to be back here, man. It's always a great day, actually.
Man, I'm excited for you. You got a lot of great things going on in your life. And we call you the Flip King, but I never asked, what is your real name, man?
Oh, yeah, man. My real name is Daniel.
And where are you originally from?
Originally from Oakland, California, and then by way of Dallas now, because, came from Dallas. Now I'm Florida living, man. And it's been an amazing journey. Like, it's hard to pinpoint, and when I say where I'm from, because I would be moving so much when I was young, man. Just like my mama was on the go. She was a nurse and like still going to school and stuff like that. So we was just all over the place, moving constantly. So I think that's what stemmed into now. It's where I feel like I can't sit still. I don't feel comfortable just in one spot in my life. I gotta try to figure out what's the next best thing for my life and try to fit it in, because living all these places early, I got to realize like what I like and what I don't like. So now I'm older, got more control over my life, and I came back to Florida because I used to stay in Tampa for like a small time when I was younger. I just remember being in Florida and liking that vibe. So as I got older and my lease was up in Dallas, that's why I made the move. I was like, yeah, Florida, the next chapter. One of the best decisions I could have made, because honestly, that year went crazy for me, just mental wise and
Shout out to my boy Calvin.
Wise, man. It was a huge year, that's why I recommend, like, get up outside of your environment. If you feel like stagnant energy, it's not screaming at you for a reason. It's like telling you, trying to push you off the edge and try to get you to go, because it's like, it might not even have nothing to do with the people. You might think you're trying to move somewhere. I want to move there for the networking aspect or something like that, but that's not why you needed to move. You just needed to get from around the immediate vicinity of what was around you to begin with. You just needed a new switch up. It ain't had nothing to do with people. You could be in the house making more money in the house, not talking to nobody, versus you was here in this thriving environment, let's say Atlanta or Miami. You're in this thriving environment and you making not as much money as if you would have been on your own and somewhere else. So you got to step out. Step out. If you got a calling to like do something, act on it. I don't even think you should second guess it. Worry about all the logistics after you make your decision. Because there's a lot of people battling. Should I stay? Should I move? My family here, I don't want to be lonely. Like, at the end of the day, yes, that's your family, but they're not your life at the end of the day. You still got your own life and your own path and your own purpose. So some people might attach themselves to the family so hard that they don't know, in order to help them, you got to separate from them and go on your own path. And then you're going to spread yourself too thin, trying to be right there, try to help everybody, try to do everything for them. Hear their negativity behind what you're trying to do. Sometimes that's not what you need in your life. You just got to figure out a way to separate yourself so you could start leveling up, man. I honestly feel like that's how I'm able to do what I'm able to do, because in so many situations I was forced to get my back against the wall. Like, when I was younger and leaving the house around 16 years old and trying to make it on my own really wasn't like, it's not an easy thing to do when you're not making that much money.
Why did you leave the house at 16?
I got kicked out.
Why you got kicked out? What happened?
Man, I was just really doing man. I was just doing being a young boy, and thought it was cool to have a shorty in the crib. So I ended up getting kicked out because of that. And I as a boy, you don't get no leeway. Like,
the girl was living in the house with you?
No. She came over.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? She came over.
And mom wasn't having it.
Nah, she wasn't there. I'm thinking I'm slick, but I'm not slick. And I got caught and then got kicked out for that. And then pretty much, like, when I got kicked out, I didn't know where to go. So I'm like, dang, man. That was like, I had to go to my homeboy's like apartment gym. So I just stayed there for the night. I'm like, I got to figure this out, man. And it was kind of crazy because that night it decided to damn thunderstorm hella hard And I'm just in there thinking like, dang, man, this is crazy. I can't even believe this is going on about something so small. In my head, it's small, but I feel you want to respect the crib. I get it. I was young and horny. At the end of the day, you do stuff you ain't really thinking too deep about it. But there's a lot of stuff like you go through and you look back like, damn, man, you needed that at the end of the day. You might have felt like it was a harsh thing but nah, everything is meant to build you. It's really meant to build you. So going through that just established like more independence in me, just knowing that I can do it. It's tough, but I can do it. At least I know, instead of like you waiting and you getting older and then you exposed to that. Like having like a crutch for so long, you get older, you don't got that crutch no more. You might struggle harder as you get older. So I am thankful that I went through everything that I went through, just even in that moment, just up into this moment now.
Hello traders, I'm Bernd Skopinski from Online Trading Campus, one of the few trading educators who verify trading results with prop firm payments and my textbook. Whether you are a beginner or looking to advance, our unique set and forget method using proprietary indicators means less screen time and more. I'm the all-time record holder at FTMO, and I generated over $1 million with prop firms. Feel free to book a call with Online Trading Campus to discuss how we can help you improve your trading skills and learn more about our system. Now, back to Calvin.
Did you resent your mother like in any way for that? Or were there things you were doing before that incident that kind of gave her the ammunition to say that's
I mean, yeah, I was getting in trouble a lot, but it wasn't. Yeah, I was getting in trouble a lot. So it could have been that, but like I can't really resent my mama at the end of the day, especially for something I did. So I really wasn't mad at her. It was more so like you feel some type of way because I got sisters, so I got to see them slip and slide out of situations. Now when I'm gonna get the harsher punishment, of course. So I got to see that, and I'm like, okay, man, dang, I'm getting it like this, but they ain't even get it like that. But it's like, nah, I didn't resent her at all. I just really just took it on the chin. Mainly with anything that goes on in my life, I try not to let it affect me so much, or I might just push through it, like try to knock it off, or just because I know like I can't stop. I can't let something control me so much. I can't let and get so bent up. I never been just sit and cry about something for a long time. So I couldn't resent her. I even thought earlier though, like looking back at my life, I did see some things like, dang, why didn't I have this, or why wasn't you able to do this for me? Why? But then I started realizing like, damn, my mama in a situation. This is you think about this stuff as you get older. Like, damn, my mom in a situation, she had kids very young, and she taking care of all these kids by herself. Dad's in jail. These situations going on. Of course, she's just trying to think, how can I survive with 3 kids in this moment? Like, in the moment that I'm in, how can I survive with 3 kids? And she coming from Chicago. So it was a lot going on now that I'm looking back as an adult, because I'm in a situation as a child and a young adult thinking, dang, man, she could have did more. You know what I'm saying? She could have been here more. She could have been around more. Maybe if I had her around more, I wouldn't have been doing this or doing that. I wouldn't have been into that in it. But it's like, you can't fault them for nothing they got going on. They only knew so much information. They only knew, they can only do as good as they can do with the information they got at the time. And she was a great mother in that aspect. Like, she did everything, make sure I was straight, make sure I had food. It's times that we was struggling, but I over time saw my mama start like progressing in life. She wasn't a stagnant person. She didn't just have her bad situation. I think that's probably where I got it from too. I noticed I get a lot of traits from her, just looking back and like, dang, she really blessed me with some of that energy that she go through some horrible shit and then still able to like push through it and still come out on top of that situation. She don't let the situation define her. She let it fuel her. So it's the same thing with me. Like, anytime something might go left, it is a fiery feeling in me that transmutes that into something positive. Like, it could be the worst of the worst thing that can happen to me, and I'm going to use it to my advantage. I'm going to use it to fuel me. And then as growing, I'm just learning that if you don't use the lessons that get gifted upon you, you went through that for absolutely no reason. It was used to give you another tool under your belt. Like in this game that we playing, which I do view this as a full video game. You got a character, you can level up, you can add upgrades to your character. You want your character to be strong, you can give your character any type of attributes you want to. This how I look at it. So as looking at it, you're getting blessed these tools to make and level up your character, and you get to pick and choose if you want to level up or not. You want to stay level 21, or you want to get to 721, and then the choice is all up to you and the daily decisions that you're making. So looking back at it, like every lesson that I ever had in life, every downfall I ever had, I look back and like, why did this happen? How did this happen? How was my mindset in the situation? So I'm in a situation I get blinded by something because I wasn't really paying attention. Now I no longer be a blinder right there again. I'ma always see it coming. I'ma always have it in my mindset from this situation that happened. Now, am I holding stuff against people from all the trauma that I've been through? No, because everybody's different. But I also learned the benefit of the doubt situation. Like I'm always, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but that's very stupid. It's very stupid because people will show you who they are usually up front, but then we ignore them or ignore certain signs and certain ticks and stuff about them because we're still trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, having an open heart and stuff like that. It's not really gonna work out in the best because your intuition might be calling you like, nah, this ain't it. Do not on that. Or this person, that woman, she's not who you think she is, and it's calling out to you. But in your mind and in your heart, it's telling you, nah, give them a chance, let them show their true color. But you want to let them stab you before just avoiding it completely. So this is one of these things that I learned, like, no, you can't hold anything from your past against somebody, but at the same time, just understand it and understand the situation. Because as many times as people think that they different from everybody, a lot of people are not as different as they think. They same thought pattern, same way that you would have executed, he would have executed it that way. So don't think that somebody is sitting in a 1% category when the signs are showing them to be a part of the majority. They're not part of the minority group. So don't sit there and ignore that they are. You're going to get yourself clapped up like that. You're going to get yourself in trouble, hardships, time loss, whatever the case may be, just because you want to get a benefit of the doubt or you want to give somebody that opportunity that you've already seen that they don't deserve it.
Yeah. So early on, like it's already set in stone. You've had to figure things out. Back against the wall, 16 years old, put out, you had to figure things out.
For sure.
Talk to me about the intro to Forex.
Okay. So my introduction to Forex really came from like doing music. So I'm doing music. I'm making music. I'm paying for videos. I done bought my own studio equipment. I'm just in the world of music. I'm immersed and I'm thinking like this is the way that I'm about to make this bread and help out my family and do what I need to do. And I'm talented at what I'm doing. So then I'm doing it and I'm realizing like talent can only get you so far. You need network. You need to be able to get your voice heard. There's no point in making this type of record or that type of record if you can't even get it played or if you can't get nobody. So I'm doing the research. I'm like, the only real way that you can really be in this music industry and put yourself to the level without being taken advantage of by a label is you need some bread. You need to be able to back yourself. So just the desire to have a successful music career drove me into trying to look for more ways to make money. But also during this time, I'm in the midst of